Hey, welcome back to Yoga with Paige. Today's practice is a short stretch for the neck, shoulders, and upper back. Get you feeling juicy, stretched out. We have a little tension in those areas. So whenever you're ready, grab your mat and let's get started. Today we start in any comfortable seat of your choice. Mine is Thunderbolt pose. We can also sit in easy pose or any other variation you would like. And we are just going to connect to our breath here for a second. Be closing the eyes, rolling the shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall, taking a nice deep breath. And then very slowly feeling all of the sensations throughout the neck and where the neck meets the skull, the cervical skull. Taking our head, looking to the right side, just very, very slowly. Not forcing anything, stopping when we feel any tension or tightness. Just finding a nice, gentle ease into this. Taking a round of breath here, feeling it deeply on the left side of the neck, before gently, very slowly coming through center and looking to the left side. Taking a round of breath, breathing into the right side of the neck, feeling free to find any little slight movements or wiggles in this practice today that make you feel good. And coming back through center, we can blink the eyes open if we like. Tucking the chin into the chest, again, very small controlled movements. Just feeling the stretch all the way up the spine through the back of the neck. Maybe tucking the chin a little bit further. And on the next inhale, slowly unrolling, taking the gaze up, ahead, taking the shoulders down and back. Exhale, we start to roll forward, taking the chin into the chest again. This time, maybe taking a little bit of the shoulders and the back with you, kind of finding a little rounding here. Inhale, moving with the breath like this. Inhale, gazing forward, up, rolling the shoulders back. And on the exhale, rounding through, taking the back with us, finding a little bit more movements with each breath. Maybe the hands start to come to the knees. Almost in like a slight cat-cow. Really feeling the scapula separate on the exhales, rounding through the back, pushing them apart. Finishing out our breath here. Last round, inhale and exhale. Before making our way back to neutral spine. And we will be taking the left hand behind the head, the right hand in front of the knees, and just taking the gaze up to the left elbow if that feels good. So just really thinking of opening up through the chest here. That hand is here to protect the neck. Rolling the left shoulder back, really feeling that opening in the scapula, the upper shoulder. And gently coming back to center, switching sides, replacing the right hand with the left. Taking the right hand behind the head before twisting open. Protecting that neck. If you're here, we probably want a good stretch. We don't want to injure ourselves. So taking careful movements today. And back through center. Good. Now both hands on the mat, coming onto the knees. Spreading through the fingers. Taking the left hand, peeling it up the body, reaching for the sky. And swooping it underneath that right arm, coming to lie on the left shoulder, threading the needle. Steepling the right hand fingers to allow our gaze to travel a little bit further, twist a little bit more. An option here to take that right arm behind us, reaching around to try to grab the top of the left thigh, really pulling the shoulders open. Thinking of the shoulders here, opening the chest, gazing behind us, finding this nice twist, keeping the hips square. Good, and on the next exhale, gently releasing that hand if we had it in a bind, pressing back up into tabletop and taking that left hand back up to the sky to finish it out. Good. Back to tabletop, inhale, dropping the belly, gaze forward, exhale, round through the back. 2 more rounds of cat-cow here, moving with the breath. Just kind of resetting the spine. Finding some nice movement. Oh. Finding our way back to tabletop whenever we're ready. And reaching up with the right arm. Fingers to the sky. And threading the needle, coming to lie on the right shoulder. Steepling those fingers. Or palms flat, or arm behind us. We're trying to grab the thigh. So many options here. Finding what feels good to your body today. The name of the game. Breathing nice and deep. Relaxing into the stretch. Good, and on the next exhale, releasing the bind if we took it, pressing back up to tabletop. Spreading through the fingers, gazing at the hands. Press away from the mat, finding a little lock here, tucking the tailbone in just a tad, the tailbone and the pelvis kind of drawing them together, reaching away from the mat, pressing away, finding a nice space between the shoulder blades, maybe finding a little wiggle here. Finding any wiggles anywhere in our practice today. Tucking the head. Finding this space. And finding stillness here, gazing at the hands, rooting through that lock, sucking the navel into the spine, pressing through the tops of the feet to hover the knees an inch off the mat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, keep breathing, 1, lower the knees. Sliding the hands back, gently rolling up through the vertebra, each vertebra slowly, ending on the knees, hands out to the side. Taking the hands behind the back, trying to find the reverse prayer pose, if accessible. Palms together. Opening through the chest. We can sit down if we would like, but I'm going to stay up here, do a little bit of strengthening with my legs while stretching, opening, finding that opening through the front of the shoulders. Maybe reaching those fingertips up a little bit more. And gently releasing. Just taking one step forward and the other. Inhaling the arms above the head. And exhale to forward fold, keeping the knees bent and grabbing onto opposite elbows to find this ragdoll pose. Swaying from side to side. Really letting gravity hold you here. Releasing the neck. One more nice round of breath, wiggling it out. Releasing the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, finding length in the spine. And exhale, folding over, stepping the right foot back. Coming into our low lunge, keeping those toes tucked if we would like, for a little bit more stability. And inhaling up, lifting the chest if we can. If not, we can keep the fingertips on the mat. Hands can come to the knees. And we find nice arm circles here with the left arm, reaching forward and back. Huge motion here. Just really trying to open up the arms, the arm that you're using at the moment. Reaching back, maybe even looking back to find a deeper sensation. Good. And gently coming back through center, squaring off the hips, reaching the arms out, crossing the left underneath the right, coming into eagle arms. Inhale, reach the arms up, focusing on sending the hands out in front of you to create the space in the upper back. Inhale, and on exhale, gently release. Shake it out a little bit. Frame the foot, lift the knee, and come to the front of the mat. Excuse me. Inhale, halfway lift, taking the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. And exhale to forward fold, taking those hands behind the head, tucking the chin, reaching past with those hands, trying to get the hands to the floor if we can, really opening up the shoulders. Especially if we find a little rock here from left to right. We feel the blood rushing to the head. And on your next exhale, gently release the hands. Shake them out a little bit. Inhale up and exhale, stepping that left foot back, coming into your low lunge on this side. Same motions here, wherever we're comfortable. Reaching back for arm circles here. Moving with the breath, going as fast or as slow as you would like for this one. Maybe moving with it. And facing the front of the mat, reaching the arms out. This time a right arm comes underneath the left. And we rise. Reaching forward with the hands. Ooh, finding that nice sweet spot. Gently releasing. Hands frame the foot, taking that right leg back to meet the left. Sending the hips back for child's pose, steepling the fingers, walking them out as far as we can. Melting the chest down, maybe forehead comes to mat. We reach out with the fingertips. Lengthening the arms, the sides of the body, the rib cage. Nice active arms here. And whenever we're ready, we can stay here for as long as we would like. Planting the hands and gently coming back to where we began in Thunderbolt pose. I hope you feel loosened up. I hope your neck, your shoulders, your upper body feels loosey-goosey. There's no more tension in there. Let me know what you thought of this quick video. Subscribe for more, leave a comment, all that jazz, all that jazz. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for practicing with me.